Hey guys, I fixed up the collision controller. It's so much better than before in every way. Had a few issues with the last one. I had to redo the encode completely a few times actually. So as we can see, standard terrain walking sounds as well as other objects, all working fine. And I've got water interaction here as well. So it works really well. It was a bit harder to do than I thought, but anyway, I got it working. And it changes according to how fast the player moves and things like that, so it works really well actually. And if there's plants underneath, it doesn't interact unless you're close enough to it. And the plants interaction sounds works as from last time. It does still continue to work very well, but it's even better now. What I've actually got is a partial interaction. So if you don't walk directly over it in the middle, according to the percentage from the center, it applies a certain volume adjustment to reduce the volume if you're just touching the outer edge. See that? Versus going straight over it. So that works pretty good. On top of that, I've added the ability to change the sizes of individual plants as well. And the code will automatically run correct collision detection based on that new size. So if I go press a button, I'll make these plants bigger. So I'll make them about twice the size. And there it is. See, I've just changed the size of those plants. Everything else is the same. And the interaction of the distance will be adjusted accordingly. So that's all working fine. That's pretty cool. So it's noisy if you go through the front, or if you go from the side, from the edges of it, it's a little bit less volume. That makes sense. Yeah, so that works pretty good. And jump speed is adjusted according to how deep in the water you are. Works pretty good. So let's go for it. Go for a bit of a deep dive. The deeper you go, the less you can jump. Until you go underwater, you can't jump at all. Alright, where are we? Where's the... I think it's over here. Deep area. I think it's over here. Here it is. Somewhere here. I thought it was. Might have been here, is it? So I can jump a little bit while you're above the water. And now, see the volume changes? It's louder when you get above the water. And when you're under the water, it's a lot lower. So that works pretty good too. There's a ton of little extra functionality just like that. Yeah, so looks pretty good, huh? Pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it's a massive improvement on the last free edition. This will be a paid edition, but not much. A couple of bucks if you're lucky. So yeah, it's pretty good actually. Definitely this is game ready, absolutely. I spent a lot of time on this actually, more than I should have, but anyway, there it is. Yeah, so also falling sounds work better now than before. This won't really show it here. I'll show it in the next one. Okay, this is the other test scenario I've got, and it's better in every way. It plays plant sounds correctly no matter where, even on angled surfaces. It didn't play properly before on angled surfaces. Now it works perfectly fine always. And also the falling sound effects works properly now too, a lot better than before. So the code runs well. That sound effect is just a bit dodgy sound effect. You can change that out. Probably change from OGG to like Wave or something because it plays faster. OGG, it's a bit of a delay in decompressing it every time you play it. So I'd only recommend OGG for large music files probably. For short, fast sound effects, I would change that. But that is a lot better than before. Yeah, so all working pretty good. No known bugs at all. Yeah. Yeah, so that works pretty good. Yeah, so pretty good. Yeah, so back to this one again. Yeah, so it does work quite well actually. Getting the a lot of adjustments had to be made to incorporate when to play the right sound at what time, depending on the water, the terrain, or other objects. I actually ended up creating my own collision detection API, not just API, but the actual source code completely from scratch. So the previous method just didn't seem particularly good. Was okay, but this one seems to be a little bit simpler and better. But anyway, I created that from scratch just based on previous bits of code. But yeah, I just had to create one myself. It works pretty good on the whole. On the whole, it does work very well. It shoots a line from the player according to the start and end position that you're heading in. If you're just walking, then just shoot a line down through the ground a little bit, and it finds the closest node vertical height that the line intersects from the player down. And on the whole, that generally will work quite well for falling and walking, which is mostly what you want this for. So yeah. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it's working really well actually. It's got also a it fades in the sound from the water and to the land. So there's water, and you're walking on the land, a bit of a sound as well, until you just got the sound effect, and then it'll fade back the other way when you're going. So you got both sounds until then you've just got the water sounds. So yeah, so it fades it in and out. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff actually. So it's pretty good. So I hope you like that. Check it out on itchio. Yep. Cheers.